I'm the Roaming Gourmet Ze Carter, and today I want to share with you a Southern Caribbean fusion of my rice perlo. Down in the South, it's typically a chicken and rice dish. Some old folks here call it greasy rice, which is chicken and rice. That is usually made with a fatty meat, but today I'm going to introduce you to my Southern Caribbean fusion of that is healthier and has a little Caribbean flair. I've already prepared the rice portion of the meal. I like to use a parboiled rice. I like that because it doesn't stick to itself and it looks a little bit better, it tastes better. So that's already ready. I'm gonna leave the pot off because I don't want any more moisture in the rice, and I want the rice to be ready for me when I get to it. So I'm gonna leave the lid off the pot. Also, I'm gonna still need a little bit of oil for this dish. So what I've done is I've chopped up some bacon. I have that already ready and I've crisped it up. And so there we have the fat from the bacon. So we're gonna use that later in our dish. And then I've pan-seared some shrimp here. And I'm just gonna get my heat back on. I'm gonna remove these shrimp. These shrimp have already been seasoned with a little jerk spice. Careful with the jerk because the more jerk you use, the hotter this will get. If you like it hot, then you use just as much as you want. In my pan here, to kind of bring out the flavor of my griddle, I'm going to just add canned pineapple. And I like to use canned pineapple because it's sweeter than fresh pineapple, and I want that sweet to combat some of the heat of the jerk spice. That's gonna be good here. And notice that I didn't clean my skillet here. I want all that juicy flavor from the shrimp and that jerk spice. All of that's just gonna fuse in there together. And we're just gonna let that get a little sear mark on it, because we just want to keep our dish here nice and flavorful and have it a little color. So we're going to sear those pineapples. So as the pineapple are searing, we're going to turn our bacon back on, get a little heat on our bacon here. This dish is really easy to prepare. It's great for when you are entertaining a large crowd of people. I even like it as a side dish for barbecues, or even if you have to go to potluck. It's a very unexpected dish. It's always a winner. I never, ever bring home leftovers. So at my house, we have to make a giant pot of this. It never comes back. So as my heat for my bacon is coming back on, this is also where I'm going to assemble my perlo. So if you have a lot of rice and you need to make a big dish, you might want to use a bigger pot. I'm not going to make as much today, so I've got a little smaller pan, but if you're going to make more, you might need a bigger pot that you want to do that with. And we're just going to check our pineapple here. We just want a nice little brown. Here we're just going to caramelize our pineapple. There we go. I'm loving it. You can do as much or as little browning as you want. Just caramelizing it, like I said, it's just going to bring out that nice sweet flavor of the pineapple, combat some of that heat from the jerk. Our bacon is starting to heat up here. So now for a little contrast in this dish, because we already have yellow pineapple, we've got pale pink shrimp. So we're going to add a little sweet red bell pepper. These are sweet. So that's another fighter for you here. So we're going to toss and coat that sweet red bell pepper. Oh, if you could just smell that. Those two flavors, when they blend together, they are just, oh, I just love it. Get those in there. We're gonna toss and coat that bell pepper in there. We don't really need to cook them as much. We still want that crisp in there. We want that. Now I'm gonna add pigeon peas. If you haven't seen pigeon peas, if you ever eat a dish from the Caribbean, they are everywhere. You can find these right next to your beans in the store. They're right in the ethnic section of the grocery store. They're there. Just rinse and drain a can of those. We're gonna add that to the recipe here. We're gonna toss and coat those. Oh, this is smelling lovely. Then we're going to turn our heat down here to like a medium. I'm just going to add a little bit of sea salt here. We're going to turn off our pineapple. We know they're ready. I can smell it. Everything, all these spices, the Caribbean spices, they're all just smelling so lovely. Oh, these sear marks on the pineapple. Oh my gosh, I just can't wait. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Okay, so now that we have all our beans here are getting popping, we're gonna take our rice one gigantic spoonful at a time, and we're gonna start introducing it into our bean mixture. No need to rush it. Your pan is going to start to get a little sticky. If that happens, just go ahead and either reduce or just turn your heat off. I'm going to turn mine off here. The best thing about this dish that I like is that the whole family, everybody all over the world, rice is a staple all over the world. It's full of vitamins and nutrients. Everybody likes rice. It's hard to find somebody that has a problem with rice. Many diets have you have some form of rice in it, so you can always eat rice, you know. So it's just a good dish to have. Like I said, it's really filling. Unexpected meal. We've got our pan full here. Got it all stirred up. Look how colorful that is. I just love that. Now I'm going to take my pineapple rings here. Look at those lovely sears on those pineapple rings. And I'm going to dice these up in quarters. They don't have to be small. We're just going to give these a few chops. Get these all chopped up. They smell so sweet, caramelizing them in the pan. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. We're just gonna get those in here. I like big pieces, but it's up to you. Get those in the pan here. Now we're gonna introduce our shrimp. The size of the shrimp, that's totally up to you. We're just gonna give that all a nice stir. I love this dish. It's totally unexpected. When you say you're gonna make a rice perlo down in the South, everybody is expecting chicken and rice. They're expecting it to be gummy. They're expecting it to be greasy, which is not a bad thing if you live in the South, but this is totally unexpected. Totally unexpected. And then when you bring your dish over that's full of shrimp and juicy and pineapple. And we're going to give it a sprig of fresh parsley, just more color. And a splash of 2 of lime juice here. Just to really bring out that dish, that taste, and that rice here. I'm telling you, people are not going to expect this. When you say, I'm bringing rice perlo, they'll ask for it every time. There you have it. My Southern rendition, Southern Caribbean chicken rice perlo.